Good morning. We'll just wait and see who all comes on. I'm an hour early from what I had put in the community. So we'll just see who hops on. Dripping everywhere. Like my mug. A dear friend of mine who has since passed, that was a past client of mine, gave me that. It's kind of cute. There are some days that that's quite fitting, but I wouldn't actually do anything like that, that's for sure. So, okay, well, I'm getting on today because I had started a stackable pumpkin, and here she is. Because I'm just going to go ahead and dive into doing everything because people will go back and watch us later, hopefully. So, here she is. I think she turned out pretty cute. What I did at the end after I strung the twine through, that's the bottom, I just crocheted with my twine to make the stem. I think she turned out pretty cute. Now, the question is, should I decorate her up? Should I dress her up? Or leave her the way she is? So, look at my description. I put in whatever. I didn't go by any pattern. I just went through trying to see the best way to attach them. I mean, I kind of knew, but I was like, I just want to make sure to make it good and reinforced. So, yeah, I think she turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute. Pretty good. So, and let's see. Oh, my blanket. Forgot to grab my blanket. It's over here. Hello, good morning. Here it is. I got her all finished too. She is all done. It's a lap band, length. I'm not going to unfold it all the way. It's the same all the way around. I just have it folded in half and then fold it again. So yeah, it turned out so pretty. I think it turned out so pretty. So I talked about it in my last video, and it's the blanket that went on the road trip with me traveling this past week. So I'll just lay her back here for right now. Put her on my head so then people can see her. So yeah, hopefully I'll see how she goes this weekend. If she gets sold or not, I don't know. We'll see. And that is just your basic chevron pattern. You can find them all over, for inspiration or to learn how to do the pattern. It's a simple, you can do you can do a slip stitch if you wanted to. You could do a single crochet, a double, a half double, trebles. There's all sizes of stitches that you can make, and it's so basic across the board. And then I came across this variegated, and it's by I love this yarn, so I had to get it. So I did go ahead and make this hat. like a piece that was going to stick out. Um, it's my basic hat pattern that I use all the time, where it's just the half double crochet and you crochet in the back loop. Um, and I do just like a little bit of a ribbing, like 2 stitches at the beginning, and then I'll do at the top too. This one, I kind of flipped it by accident, but it's still going to work. Where I did 5 up here and the 2 at the bottom, but it's still going to work fine. And you just gather it on the, inside, you just gather it. And it's good to go. So it turned out pretty cute. I really liked it. It's long enough too that you can turn it to have a little bit of a, a brim too. So anyway, it's something that I just whipped up pretty quick. I am going to make a headband out of this too. My gathered kind of bow headband. I'm going to make out of this yarn too if I have time. If I don't, it'll just have to wait. So, and let's see. Oh yeah, I was wanting to wait and see if any more people came on, but I'm going to go ahead and show her. I have this. I think she turned out so pretty. So pretty. And it's just a basic grainy square. A basic grainy square through here. I did treble stitches through here. And then just the simple ties on the side to adjust around the waist and bust area, kind of. And I made another one in a burgundy red that I'll show a little bit later. But I think she turned out so cute. And it's just my own pattern. In the description, I did find for the red one, I found an inspiration one that I started out with, and then from that, then I took off and went to the granny square style. So see, you just let your creativity flow. You just let everything just kind of go, and things will come to you. So I guess a few other things. Yesterday when I went shopping at Dollar Tree real quick, I was looking for things for market to get ready for that, for like displays and stuff like that. And I kept trying to figure out what I was going to use for my mug, like coffee cup mug sleeves. I know this will be covered up. Don't care about that. But look at that. That is perfect. So I got 2. I mean, they're thicker, so I mean, it's fine. It's going to be perfect. Perfect to display my wraps, my coffee mug sleeves, even my mason jar covers. Perfect. So I bought 2 of these for displays. And then I got me some of these little crates, which we've all seen. They're just the slatted crates. I'm going to use those to put my little toddler and newborn hair bows in that I had previously showed everyone. And then my keychains and pacifier holders, I think, will stack nicely in here too. And then I just got some simple, I have a few, but I still needed a few more to set out, because some of my stuff I'm not just going to individually tag. So it'll be cute little signage. So I got those yesterday. And I found these cute, where did they go? Well, anyway, I still like these. These are just the plain ones that I can cut out however I wish. So I got me 2 of those because I have some already in stock in my craft wall over here that I got switched over to this wall yesterday. I got it switched over to here because we got our furniture yesterday. So all of my craft stuff is over here, with like down on these 2 rows down here is where all of my yarn and everything is at. So I do have some more of these if I need them. But I had some others. I don't know where they're at. Oh, I found them. Here are my other tags that I found. So they will go perfect on these, even though they have the slats. I kind of like it where you can kind of make it look like it blends into the wood, and then I can just write across. So it'll be perfect to put some of my items in, like my smaller ones for my toddler. Like I was saying, my toddler, infant type stuff. So, yeah. And got a huge buttonhole. Oh my gosh. For my boot cuffs and my hats. My matching sets. I love the industrial farmhouse, rustic wood. I don't know if you can see them. The light today is not great right here. There we go. Yeah, and 19 cents. Oh, there you go, Woo. Mommy's just throwing buttons at you. Just throwing buttons at you. And then these were just regular packaged ones. I got these to go on some hats that I've embroidered on, that I've done like flowers and stuff, which I haven't revealed those yet because I think that's going to be more of like winter, more winter. And then these are more like the industrial 4-pack, because I wanted to get sets. These were 24 cents. I wanted to get sets so that I could do the hat and the boot cuff too, because they're matching. Kind of the leather look a little bit, and these were 19 cents. I loved these for more of my kind of country rustic a little bit. Again, the lighting, I apologize, the sun's kind of funky today, but the stars on those, I just think that is so pretty. And then just kind of the filigree ones. And these were 49 cents. They were a little bit more. These were 62 cents. And basically, they're those style. I got some more of the wood, just the plain wooden that didn't have like the rim or the. I'm trying. Like that. And these were 49 cents. So yeah, I just got very, very fortunate on getting my buttons that I was needing. Because even for this pumpkin, the stackable pumpkin, I'm going to make some snowmen out of this and do like a hat and do the buttons down the front and do like the carrot nose and stuff like that. So I'm going to be working on my pattern for that for Christmas. So because I'm going to be, after today, I will be moving into Christmas. So I'm making some notes so I can keep on track, because when things hit my brain, I need to write them down. So I don't know how long I'll be on my live today. That's one reason why I went an hour early. Because I have to take my son to the dentist. He's having some tooth trouble. So, oh, the other buttons that I found. Go back to the buttons for a minute. Love those for steampunk type. I love steampunk, so all about that too. So those white buttons were really cute, and there were several on the card. How much were they again? For the white ones. Yeah, for 2, 4, 6, 8 buttons, I got them for 24 cents, when normally $2.50. So pretty good stinking deal. So, and then I was going to show some of my stuff that I got off of Shine for my packaging and stuff. I love these little tags that I ended up getting. They're just real small. And for my Etsy shop, I've been using them just as like little cute things to put on. But again, my light. Oh, geez Louise. Come on. Maybe back here. Okay. It just says handmade with love, and they're just little tie-on. Real cute. And I got me some of these cut out, like, price tags that I thought about, like, putting a sticker on of some kind, like a thank you sticker or some kind too. Because I have these thank you stickers that I've been using. I even have my Christmas ones already, my Merry Christmas round ones. Got my thank you cards ready that I just need to tag with my Clark Farms and get them ready. It's kind of my business card type thing. That's the only thing on Temu. You can't really customize them. You just have to go with what they have, which I am totally fine with. So I just got the thank you for supporting small business, which again, the light is really crappy today where I'm sitting, so I apologize. And I got me some stickers that I thought were really cute. Before I left, there was a girl that's kind of taken my place, and she had found these really cute sticker packets, which they're all over the place, I know they are, but I went ahead and ordered some of these just kind of inspirational scripture, like this one here, you intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good, which is wonderful, wonderful. Note to self, nothing can separate you from the love of God. Perfect. Prayer changes everything. Nothing will be able to separate us from His love. Perfect. Reminder, His love endures forever. So yeah, I thought these were cute little stickers to kind of have for my Etsy shop, you know, as little thank yous, and, you know, maybe stick them in some of my bags and stuff of purchase and things like that. So yeah, that kind of covers some of just that stuff. So, but anyway, to get back, you know, I have shown some stuff. Some people are kind of coming on now. My stackable pumpkin, finally got it done. And as I was mentioning before, all I did once I got it threaded with my twine is I took my twine and I crocheted the stem out of the twine. So I thought that was cute. I thought he turned out really cute for my first one. So yeah. And again, my blanket back here in the back. So, what I'm kind of wanting to work on right now, though, is that I have a top, and I'll have to put it in the description. I forgot to put it in the description. So I need to put a note of that. It's a white top that I'm doing. Oh, Lulu, I know, sweetie, but you can't, I don't know if you can. Are you going to sit behind me? Okay, come on. Come on. Yes, Daddy's new chair. Daddy's new chair. I got you. It's a little bit hard getting up in there, isn't it? Yeah. You want to be with Mom today again, don't you? You want to be with Mom? Crochet with Mom? Yeah. You all cozy? Cozy with Mom. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just kind of leave you there. We'll leave you there because people want to see you. People want to see you too. Yeah. So you just don't know about this new couch and new chair stuff, do ya? All brand new. Everything's all out of sorts. So you don't have your big old sectional anymore, do ya? You don't got your big old sectional to lay on. You had a humongous bed and we took it away, right? Okay, so what I'm wanting to try to finish up today is a white top that I started, and really I think it can be all seasons. I really do. I need to put this down though so I don't forget to put it in the description and tag the person that I found inspiration off of. It is your grainy squares. It's very simple. Um, I need to make some more um, to complete the top, but that's what I'm going to do this morning is kind of work on making a few more of the granny squares, and I am using the peaches and cream cone. Oh boy, here we go again. Here we go again. The peaches and cream cone is what I'm using for it. So I have some left still on a cone that I need to finish up. So I'm going to do that. So I'll just start that. Gonna use my new eye hook. I absolutely love this hook. It was one that I just found at Hobby Lobby. It's nothing fancy. I think I paid, I don't even know if I paid $2 for it. And it just has the wooden handle. Yeah, that ain't gonna help, is it? And it's the eye, which is 5.5 millimeter, because once again, like I've said 2 million times, I don't follow the millimeter thing. I am still back in the letter thing. And which, I mean, they still show the letters. I know they do, but it seems like with a lot of places with a lot of the patterns and stuff like that, they go with a millimeter. So I have to actually go and look it up sometimes so I can remember. So, but yeah, I'm just working on white granny squares right now to finish up a top that I'm working on. The sun's hitting me weird right now, so I apologize for that. I don't know too. I need to know if my visibility is good, because I'm sitting in the spot where sometimes I'm not always viewed good, so people need to tell me. And hopefully I can get people's messages, because that's been happening too, where I've not been getting messages. I've not been able to see my chat for some reason sometimes. So if people could say, hey, and I guess if I don't see you, I apologize for not responding. Because for some reason, like I said, there's been times where it's not showed up. Hopefully today isn't one of those days where I can't see my chat. Just working on my basic granny square. And again, the sun's hitting me. Oh, good morning, Katrina. I can see my chat. I was beginning to wonder. And yes, I'm on early. I don't know if anybody looked at my community stuff or not, but I'm on early. I have to go with my son to a dentist appointment. So, how are you doing today? Hopefully, you had a good weekend, Katrina. Chevron blanket. Oh, a chevron blanket too. Good. Yes, and the adulting thing that we're always trying to keep up with, right? Chasing our tail. So, yes, that is wonderful, Katrina. Yes, we had a good weekend. We were able to get the sectional delivered to my oldest north of us, and that was a little over a 3 hour drive there and back. We made a quick turnaround trip, and Luna girl went with us. We didn't want to leave her home that long by herself, and didn't know if anything, if we'd end up staying or not, if something would happen. So took her with us. I finished my blanket. It's up here. Got her all finished, and she is beautiful, if I must say. You know. So yeah, it turned out really good. I have it folded in half, so yeah, I got that done. And I got my stackable pumpkin done. So I think it turned out pretty cute. It's my first one, so it's not perfect, but cute enough. You don't want it to be perfect. I mean, I want it to be a little rustic. But I just crocheted I had left it extra long, so I just crocheted the stem out of my twine. Out of my twine. So the question is, should I just leave it plain or dress her up? I don't know yet. So, but I got that done too. Thank you. I think the colors went really good too. I wondered whenever I was picking them out. I mean, it took me a hot minute to kind of decide. So, I think it turned out pretty good. And then I actually had some time to make 2 wearables too that I think turned out pretty cute, and I'll show those here in a minute. I did that kind of early on whenever I first came on. It was like, okay, people will go back and watch it maybe and catch up on some of that. Yes, Katrina already found like at our local thrift. There's some really cute and really pretty like fall foliagey type stuff that I got with the intent of decorating it. So I'm that's what I'm leaning towards. I mean, because that's what my gut told me to begin with was to decorate it. But then I thought, well, I'll just ask fellow people that have done them and see what they think. So I'm leaning to decorating. So if I'm doing that, I'm gonna have to do it today because I set up on Thursday. So I have all my bags set up down here and got my chickens and everything and my other plushy stuff. And yeah, all my tagging and signage stuff and all the good things. Um, yeah, and up here I switched where my craft thing is. I showed this earlier. Right up there is like where all of like I've got some of my florals and everything. Not all of them, but some of them. So, um, stash that I can use some things that are in there that I haven't got used up. It's kind of my overflow, I guess. So, oh, are you saying hello? Are you peeking out? Yeah. Are you peeking out? Yeah. So yeah, I got that all switched around yesterday since we got our furniture yesterday. So, and Luna is all out of sorts over that. I don't think she really, I don't know. I don't know if she's liking our new setup. It's not really anything different. It's just that, she's not used to the furniture. She's used to having her gigantic sectional of a bed, you know. Oh my goodness, okay. Gonna have to rip that out because I just messed up. I put an extra stitch in there that doesn't need to be there, and it's gonna totally throw me off. There we go. So we were up early this morning, weren't we, Seth? We was up early. Very early. Trying to get stuff ready. Yeah, because now since we have to go to the dentist, we had to kind of space things out today. You need to go out? You need to go outside? Okay, hold on. Oh yes, and I'll be right back too. I gotta let her out. And that was the way with me too. I got the coffee going, and yeah, so then started my day. You stay where mommy can see you. Stay where mommy can see you. Stay where I can see you. Oh, I'm so short, and with the Hub's new chair, it's like I have to pack myself up in. And hopefully, I mean, I'm enjoying the sun, but it'll take it a minute, and then I'll be out of the sun. And I hope my video is not too grainy. People are going to have to let me know because I'm back at the spot that sometimes, for some reason, I'm grainy. But if I go to the other side and sit, which is literally 5 steps from where I'm at, then it changes. And it comes crystal clear, so comes through crystal clear, so. I'm watching Blondie Knots this morning again. She's showing her granny square because she did like a community granny square thing where she had people send in granny squares to her, and it's pretty cool. There's so many pretty granny squares out there that she got. Or just squares, you know, with different designs and patterns and stuff. Good morning. Feel free to say hi and join in. Let me know what you're working on. Okay, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on my 5th round. Good morning, everybody. Oh, welcome back, Katrina. On my last round of this granny square, I only have to do 5 rounds. It goes pretty quick, so. And I think I only need 3 to start putting this top together. And I meant to write down where I found this top, the inspiration that I found, so then I could talk about it, and I forgot. But I'm going to put it in my description later on. But it's like one of the deep V tops, where you do the granny squares, and then you do the band around the bottom. Oh, and also, I was going to show you, I made this over the weekend too. I think it turned out really cute. This is your granny square, and then I did trebles down here. I think I did do some doubles in there. And then down here for the bottom, I did half doubles. And then it just has your adjustable ties here at the sides. So I think it turned out pretty cute. I have a red one that I had inspiration from that kind of propelled me into doing this one. But I haven't showed it yet, so I'll show it here in just a little bit. And it's in red, kind of like a red burgundy color, and I made it a little bit bigger. It's more of a plus sized one. for probably a bust anywhere between like 38 to 40, 42 maybe, something like that. And this one is smaller. It's a bust of probably like 34 to 38 maybe ish, something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how they go and do, like offer, to take orders or whatever for those. Because these can be, even during Christmas time and items, for gift giving or whatever too. So I haven't got them put up on my Etsy yet though. Thank you. Okay, I've got the fifth row done on that one. Two more to go. Two more to go. I have become a fan of the magic loop. I never thought that I would, but I have. I just think it closes it up better for me anyway. And I just secure it really good at, whenever I go to weave in my ends and stuff. And I've had good luck with it so far anyway. So but just doing your basic granny square. But yeah, with this little vest, I mean, you can totally dress that up with like jeans, jeggings, boots, whatever, your long skirts, even if like the maxi dresses that have more of the sleeve or the short sleeved or whatever. You can style that so many different ways. I just really thought it turned out really good for my first attempt. So, but I just measured, went off of my measurements and stuff and did it that way. And it's just amazing what all you can make out of granny squares. And I used a K hook, I think. I just used the number 4 weight yarn, worsted weight, and used, I believe it was a K hook. JK, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was K. So, let me get my hooks out. I don't know if it has a millimeter size or not. Where's my K hook? So, yes, it was a K hook, and it's a 6.5 millimeters. So. And for this one, I'm using my eye hook, the 5.5 millimeter. Again, still loving it. Still absolutely loving this hook. But I tend to gravitate towards the eye hook anyway. I always have, don't know why. I think it's because I just kind of like my stitches to be a little looser, and I think I tend to crochet tight sometimes with some of my other hooks, which some of my stuff that works perfect. It's perfectly fine. I don't, with certain stitches, like the seed stitch that I do a lot and stuff like that, I want that to be kind of on the tighter side, so that's whenever I do use like my G or my H hook, so. Let's see. She's over. Oh yeah, I can watch the rest of my Christmas craft. I watched that Hot Humble Pie. She is really good. She's been on here forever. I think I've watched her almost from day one. And she makes things literally out of nothing. And that's how she used to craft, was just she didn't have money to do, was what she has kind of explained and stuff before, and she just started using stuff out of her house, making up her own stuff to make what she wanted. So if you're into any kind of crafting like that and making something from nothing, which I love, I'd go watch Hot Humble Pie. She is good. Very good. Yeah, and like I said, sometimes whenever we do have those tighter stitches, it's okay for certain things. But like this, I want it to be more flowy, and that's why with this one, you know, I did do it more flowy and have give, and it'll have stretch and stuff to it and be where you can move in it, and not be, which it has the adjustable, ties, I know, but still I like it to be kind of flowy, especially with that kind of stuff and like the ponchos and wraps and stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. Gotta go check on Lou. Yep, she's back. What? What? Are you joking? Just enjoying the sun. It's nice and bright today. Hey, come on. Get your cookie. Use protein bars. Don't know how good they are for you, but they have a lot of protein in them, and that's what I'm trying to get. I don't think there's anything too bad in them. My mug. One of my past clients, she's since passed away, gave this to me as a gift a few years back because she knew that I'm a crochetaholic. And I just love this mug. It reminds me of her every time. The Karen crystal cakes for the chevron blanket. Coral and amaranth. Oh. This is actually the only crochet one I have. But yeah, I have my one. For me going minimal and just trying to kind of pare back on stuff, I kept that mug. I kept my pep paw mug. And then I have so many tumblers from my past clients that are nail tech. That's the one that I have is all nail stuff, nail tech stuff is what all of my tumblers are. And I've kept every single one. I had one client that she became homebound and was no longer mobile, but I would go to her like every 3 weeks or so and just kind of clip her nails and do, you know, her fingers, her toes to kind of keep up and stuff and just visit with her because I missed her so much. And she has since passed, but she and her caregivers had made me a mug. So I cherish that mug. It's, well, it's not a mug, it's like a thermal kind of tumbler. And it's off limits. It's in the cabinet. I caught my son with it the other day and it was like, can we please not use that? That's why it was where it was at. And he understood. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more row. Absolutely, Katrina. Those things I won't get rid of. And even going through this our version of minimal journey, I have learned that that's okay to, it's okay to hold on to some of that stuff. And that was, a part of my process that was really hard was going through the sentimentals. Because I am a sentimental person, you know. But as I've gotten older, I don't have like attachments like everything's sentimental, you know. And some people are, and that's okay, you know. But whenever I was younger, I very much I wanted to keep everything, you know. But it was like after a while, it was just like, no. If it wasn't serving a purpose and we weren't needing it or using it, it was gone. And we have a couple of different thrift places and stuff that are charity based and not for profit, and I take a lot of my stuff there. Oh yeah, I remember finding things like that, even kind of going through um, whenever my grandparents passed and finding different things like that, because my grandparents, you know, they grew up during the depression and everything and stuff, you know, or were, you know, not maybe growing up, but they were, you know, old enough during that time or whatever. And so yeah, finding like the old buttons and things like that, you know, that you look back on, and even like papers and pictures, and there were, I mean, but there were pictures of people we had no clue, you know. It's still fun to go back and look over that stuff, you know, history and learning about different things. Yeah, all about it. Yeah, because you can always use buttons. I have a big old buttonhole from Hobby Lobby. My grandfather was in the war. He drove the plane, so he had lots of buttons from his suits and all that. Oh yeah. And so that would be neat, from like his different uniforms and things like that. That would be awesome. Awesome. I think this is my last row on this one. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. So that's my second one. Make sure that these are all. I'm pretty sure I use that I have on these. Okay, so I think I got one more. Some of them I look at and be like, how in the world is this a button? Because of the different shapes and sizes and things. Because I'm sure if they were from some suits and military type stuff, I'm sure there's some ones that are kind of like, okay. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you're from. Okay. Hello. Feel free to say hi. Let us know what you're working on. If you brought any of your whips with you. Working on grainy squares for a top right now. Just your basic grainy squares out of the peaches and cream cotton. Oh, just finished that cone. Finished one cone. That is always good. Now I can open up my new one. Just had to start a new cone. I'm just using the white of the peaches and cream. Hello. Set this down here. Pull from the top. those extra pieces of cotton. Try to hide and blend as that part takes so much talking ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, landing on my head. Oh well, just leave it. I think I may have to move. We're going to start the 5th round. Gonna check something. Yeah, I'm grainy. I'm gonna have to move. Okay, we're moving. And it's the strangest thing because literally me moving is like 5 steps across the room. So we're moving. And see if that helps. Because people can't see me, I think is why I'm not retaining anyone. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I may have to close my curtain. I don't know. Watch out, baby. Mommy's gonna sit down. Watch out. You don't want to get up, do you? You don't want to get up. You're in your spot. See if this is going to help us. See, just by moving, like, what's the deal? You got to move. Come on. Mommy, sit beside you. Mommy, sit beside you. Okay? So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still a little bit grainy, though. I don't know. We'll see how this does. I think it's a little better. Yeah, because I was having troubles. And literally, where I was sitting is like not even 5 steps. Not even 5 steps. So, we'll see how this goes. I'm just working on granny square right now. I have a stack here. I needed 3 more so I can work on a top to get it done. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the beginning of my live stream that it was better than. I can't sit over there anymore. I'm just gonna have to sit right here, I think. Even though it's a little bit off, it's better than where I was at because you couldn't hardly see nothing of what I was doing. Morning, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're from, let me know. What are you working on? Did you bring anything with you? I had to change locations on my setup because I'm better than what I was, but I'm still having some issues, so bear with me. Right now, I'm working on granny squares. I'm on my last granny square. I have a stack here for a top, for a white top. It's one of those things that I started several months ago, and it's like, no, I need to get it done. Because I've been working on market stuff since April. And adding stuff as I go, of course. I'll have to move some of my stuff over here to show everybody, because I don't know if to go back and look now, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. on some of my stuff because I think I was kind of grainy for a little bit. Well, for a long bit, but. I'm making them into a top. It's like a V-neck top with the granny squares, then there'll be a band around the bottom. It's one that can be all seasons. I chose white at the time because I was working on it this past summer. And it's one of those whips I want to get done, so so then I'll have it for later. It can still be worn all seasons though. Be right back. Move some stuff around because I had to change my setup. Yeah, I think it'll turn out pretty cute, Wayne, once I'm done. So I'm on my last square, so I'll start putting it together. And people were asking if I got my stackable pumpkin done. I did. It's my first one. So I think I am going to go on and decorate it. Decorate it. And I found some really pretty, like, foliage and berry type stuff at thrift. So I think I am going to go ahead and decorate it. And I do have all of that stuff, so I'm going to have to work on that today because I go to market on Thursday. So. And then just to show again so everybody can see it later, because I don't think you'll be able to see it as good if you go back and watch. But this was another one of my creations over the weekend, if I can get it, that I think turned out really pretty. It's actually in a camo yarn. It has like the greens, like this right here kind of looks blue, but it's a dark green, your browns. And then it has the ties at the side. It is my own design, my own pattern. I did get inspiration from something that I did post it in the description box where my inspiration came from, if everybody would like to look at that. I do have another one that I did like in a burgundy red, but I haven't showed it yet. So, and it was actually the inspiration piece to begin with. So I'll probably go grab that real quick here in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yahoo! I am on my last one. And actually, since I moved, I'll be able to maybe lay these out better and maybe start on it. We'll see. Thank you. I'm gonna go grab my red. And excuse me, my voice, I swear. This one was the inspiration piece. If I can get my camera turned around. And it has the ties on the side too. And and it is just a series of like trebles and doubles, and I did kind of checkered. Like I said, this was the inspiration one. I have linked in the description. There was no pattern. There was no pattern at all, so I just made it my own. And I think it turned out pretty good for just, you know, making it my own. And that's what I like to do. I like to look things up and get inspiration and go from there and absolutely make it my own. And like I was telling everyone else, I finally got my fall blanket. I got it all done. Okay, all right. I think it turned pretty good. The lighting this morning's a little bit crazy, but I'm not going to complain. I'm enjoying having the sun. No, it's not made out of wool. If you're talking about the wearable, it is made out of, let me think. Big Twist. It's made out of the Big Twist. It's full acrylic. So, and I used an eye hook, I believe. It's a number 4 weighted acrylic. And I wanted it to be flowy like that, to have lots of give and flow and drapey. So I just used a bigger hook because I tend to crochet really tight. So, and even with the first one, the grainy square one, it was an assortment. It was, I Love This Yarn by Hobby Lobby. I think it had some of the Big Twist in it too, maybe. If not, it was the Crafter's Big Idea from Hobby Lobby. So, yeah, I don't use wool. I don't tend to. It's not that I don't like it, especially, but I just don't gravitate to it. So, I usually don't use wool. I don't know that I've ever used it, honestly. So, I think I tend to always want to have something that people can just grab, wash and wear and stuff, because back in the day, way back in the day, whenever I first started crocheting, you always had to be so careful. I still tell people to be careful, of course, with caring for their items, because it is best to hand wash. I mean, you can machine wash probably some things, but there's some things I would refrain from, like this vest, these little vests that I made with the tie sides. I don't know. I mean, I might actually, tell them to hand wash, and I would definitely tell them to probably lay it out to dry so it retains the shape and stuff. So, well, thank you, Wayne. Absolutely. Is there anything you're working on right now? I really appreciate you being here and sharing too and partaking, and a lot of people are scared to join in for some reason. Or they don't know what to say, maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to chew up my protein bar. And something else I showed earlier too, oh, okay, that's fine. Glad you stopped in. So everybody's welcome. So I found these at Dollar Tree yesterday. I've been trying to find displays for my coffee sleeves and even my my glass jar, you know, glass mugs and things like that that I have now. Perfect to display them, I think. So I bought me a couple of those yesterday. So, and some of this stuff I'm kind of repeating because earlier, like I said, whenever I was first on for the first probably 45 minutes anyway, I was all scrambly. So, and I forgot to check myself on that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna start weaving in my ends on these squares. Because it is one of those projects that I do not want to have to worry about doing that as I go. Whenever I get to sewing them together, so I'm just going to get some of these woven in real quick. And I use the magic circle now. I didn't ever really used to be a fan whenever I first started seeing that, people doing that. I was just like, I don't mind it. It actually does very good. It seems like it just kind of tightens up that area better and it looks cleaner for me anyway, and it gathers it up so much nicer. But of course, if you want a space in there in the center, that's fine, you know. I think it's preference, honestly, like with a lot of things. No right or wrong, there's no rules in crocheting. And that's what's so great about creating and finding inspiration and making it your own, is that people don't know, you know, what your original plan was and what you ended up with. Again, loving that sun this morning, but about blind you a little bit. I am welcoming it though. We had so many days there where we didn't have it. But we're going to have a straight steady source of it, I think, all this week. So I'm not complaining. And it's going to be perfect weather for our market. And I am super excited about that. And I chose to be inside just because in Illinois you never know what you're going to get. And so yeah, I'm indoors. And this way I don't have to worry about a tent, awnings, anything like that. Packing sandbags, whatever, you know, pots, whatever it is. Weighted, anything, any weight stuff. I don't have to worry about any of that. And I'm glad. Not that I don't like being outside, but you just never know. And I was like, you know, wind and stuff. We've been having a lot of wind and stuff lately. And I just didn't want to have to worry about any of that. Hello, everybody. weaving in my ends on my granny squares. Just trying to hurry and get that done. It's the not so fun part. I tried to weave in as much as I can on a lot of my stuff, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. If I get in a hurry or get lost in what I'm doing. That does happen a lot. Who's over here napping? I had to kick her out of her spot. Turn a little bit this way now. Again, I had to switch my setup all around this morning because my view was not good. And I wondered how come I wasn't retaining people too much. Oh my, an hour and a half already went by. Hello? I'm weaving in ends right now. I was working on my stack of granny squares. Hello? Everything seems to move along much quicker whenever I go live. It's this type of stuff that I don't enjoy as much with the weaving in the ends and stuff, that whenever I get on here it just passes. So, are you feeling better? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take my oldest to the dentist later. He cracked his tooth and has been in some pretty bad pain. So we're gonna see what they can do for him today. I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna end up being a trip to my oral surgeon because I've had to have a lot of dental work done. My teeth have always just not been great. And I think it has everything to do with my autoimmunity, honestly. So, yeah, I put it up over here. I had to move because I was all grainy.
It's probably because the connection was really bad.
Well, and I kept it there. I just moved myself. I didn't move that. And now, yeah, I'm totally crystal clear. Huh?
Are you mirroring?
No.
What are you doing?
Because I have two separate things so I can watch it and make sure that if I'm grainy or not.
How are you doing that? Are you not mirroring it from your phone?
Mm.
How are you doing it?
Because I'm a subscriber to myself.
Oh, so you're on the home internet watching your live from there. Okay.
Yeah. And I forgot that I could do it, so this morning it's like, oh yeah, I can go on there and check myself.
Well, yeah.
So then, I mean, like 45 minutes in, then it was like, yeah, I need to move, people. I need to move because I am grainy.
Yeah, that's
Patchy grainy.
That spot. Sometimes that spot. Sometimes not all the time. That spot.
Yeah.
And then right up on top of here.
We see, I don't know what the difference, because like I was telling the people, it's like 5 steps literally across the room, and that's it. And now look at me,
and you'll have 1,000 times better connection.
Yeah, and I wondered how come I wasn't retaining people, because I have people come in and out. No, because and so then it's like, okay, that's whenever I was like, I need to check. So.
The same way whenever I do my stuff, whenever I see it going down, like.
Sorry, we're just we're talking about my troubleshooting on my stuff today. I wasn't broadcasting real good this morning, so.
How much longer did you plan on going
live? Probably about maybe 30 more minutes, if that's okay.
No, I was just asking. I didn't know if you were going to be on until like 11 or noon or whatever.
What time is it right now?
It's a little bit before 10. It's like 9:50, I think.
Well, what time were you wanting to go
on? I
on?
was just wondering when you were going to go. I wanted to go live for at least like 2 hours before we go.
Yeah, because we'll need to leave here like around 1:30 to get there about 2, so then you can fill out paperwork, and if we can get in early. I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling you may get referred to if you get referred to an oral surgeon, we're going Banghart, so.
I have a feeling that I might. So.
Yeah. And if that's the case, hopefully they can give you pain meds and some antibiotic or something until we can get you set up with him. So.
Well, yesterday, whenever I was hurting, I don't know what I did, but I made this weird movement, I guess, with my mouth, and I slightly felt my nerve.
Hello.
I don't know if it moved or not, but it was like as soon as I did it, it was gone instantly. I don't know what I did.
Had something got stuck in there? Maybe?
Maybe the root was like pinned on my tooth or something. I don't know. But I did a really weird movement.
What time was that?
I don't know.
In the middle of the night?
No, it doesn't. No, the time doesn't matter. What matters is that I was able to move it in a certain way.
Well, I was praying over you too, so that's why I was asking.
Gone.
I was praying over you like 2 or 3 different times.
And I can tell you right now, the ibuprofen, no, doesn't even.
You need to do a combination of Advil and Tylenol both.
Well, regardless.
Sorry, we're talking tooth pain. We're talking tooth pain over here. Anybody have any remedies?
Well, the only remedy is.
Yeah, I know the remedy. What it's going to be. We're going to have a tooth cut out probably sometime in the near future. So.
Yeah, I want it gone.
So it's
my wisdom tooth that busted.
So we're pretty sure it's a wisdom tooth that's causing the issue. So we're gonna have to get it out. It's crazy. So.
And I guarantee you, as soon as that one comes out, then my other one is gonna start to grow in. Because I can already feel like the little nebs of it. Like I've been able to feel the nebs of it for years.
Hello, everybody. Let me know what you're working on. Join in on the conversation. We're talking crochet. We're talking dental pain. We're just talking about life today too, in general. So when you come in here, we just plan on crocheting and chatting. And I just really need to work on getting my stuff priced and stuff like that too. So I don't know. We may do that later on this evening. I mean, go live with some of it. I'm not gonna. Sam wants to go live here after bit 2 for his channel, so we share the same. He has been gracious enough to allow me to use his, so his Wi-Fi, that is. So, because mine, nope. Tried it. Grainy as all get out. Can't do it. We live in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. We're surrounded by beans and corn. And I'm sure that people that you watch that are from Illinois, you hear that all the time. So we're lucky to have what we have. And just, you know, make the best of what we can with what we got, you know, and have fun doing it. So. And thankfully right now, Sam is not in any pain from what I understand, so we're going good. His appointment's at 2 o'clock today, so be saying some prayers for him, please. That it won't be anything too major. I'm moving right along with my squares, getting these ends sewn in. And hopefully everybody's continuing to be able to see me okay since I switched my, where I was sitting. Literally, like I've said it about 10 times already, I know, but I'm repeating because people coming in and out, but literally 5 steps across the room from where I was. And I have perfect connection, really, from where I'm at. So, before, I was, yeah, all grainy. Nobody could really probably see me, so I apologize for that. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know it's Tuesday. I wasn't able to get on yesterday. I had way too much going. We were getting our new furniture yesterday. And I had to go to town to get some stuff for market, for display stuff. And I talked about that earlier on here, but I don't know if you really can see it or not. I'm going to have to go back and replay it and whatever and see. At one point in time, I think I got kicked off too, but then I was able to go right back where I left off with my streaming, so.
Yeah, it was that bad then. It probably started that this morning, kind of spotty. Do we have any sugar?
Sugar? Stevia.
For coffee? Yeah.
Stevia, it's in the Tupperware canister in the Lazy Susan. I dumped them all in there because I got rid of your dad's pink packets. He can't have those anymore.
Okay.
Pink or poison. Blue is bad. Yellow, no, the blue is bad. Yellow is yucky, and green is good. That's how I remember. And even though I say green is good, I know some of that stuff, you know, it just depends on what you get with the stevia, you know. You have to be careful on some of that stuff because they have added stuff in it too. So we try to get as natural as we can. So, or I do anyway, and everybody's just, I'm getting everybody in my house transitioned. Because we recently have had a health scare with my husband a little bit, that we're still in the process of getting things figured out. We've been referred to a specialist, so hopefully we'll get whatever thing figured out. So we are cleansing livers around here is what we're doing. And with me being autoimmune, it's only going to help me too. So I've already changed everything up so much that, and it's helped me because I've lost 100 pounds. So yeah, I've had success and gained a little bit back because I had lost over 100, but I haven't went horribly the other way or anything, but I stay within around 15 to 20 pounds of that, and I'm not happy about it, but I could still, you know, thank the Lord that I haven't went back to over 300. So yeah, I've lost that 100 pounds, and I am very happy about that. And so now, trying to get the rest of my family, kind of, because yes, I have changed a lot of things for them along the way with that, because whenever I started cooking for me, I started cooking that way for everyone, and for the most part, they have been on board. They made fun of me for a while, but once they started seeing the changes and what it did for me and the health things that got eliminated, and really I was cured of a lot of things, they didn't make fun of me anymore. So now that I'm doing this liver thing for everyone, for especially my husband, and I'm doing it too, because like I said, it's only going to benefit me, and that's what I said. If you're having to do it, we're all doing it. Um, so that's where we're at. And I was like, you may not like it, but it's only going to benefit you. So we get blood work again next week. I think it's next week, the 16th. No, that'd be the next week. I don't know. Since I've retired, my days, I'm lucky to know that today's Tuesday, people. I really am. I'm lucky to know and realize and remember that today's Tuesday. So, there's that. And I'm not a super forgetful person, but you know, whenever your schedule and your everyday stuff is thrown off, you know, it happens. I have to get down and check every now and then because the sun and everything, the way it's hitting me this morning. I think Sam said it's like 10 o'clock right now. It's probably past 10, right around 10 Central. And I got on early this morning. I intended on being like around 9, but I think it was a little after 8 my time, Central Time, so. Because I had posted in the community tab, so I do try to post things there every now and then. So if anybody's interested in looking at any of that at different times or wondering why I'm not live, I'm trying to do daily live as much as possible because I just do enjoy it. It gets me up. I get up and do my devotional and my praying and everything first thing in the morning, and then I'm hopping on live after I get everything ready, get everything collected, get my pictures taken, get everything organized, what I want to work on, and whatever we have time to work on is what we do. And if we don't have time, then it gets put off to the next day or whatever. So, and I like going live just because it helps me to do things. And it passes the time for the tedious parts of things like this. The parts that aren't as fun. I know some people enjoy it, which is great, but there's always something that's your least favorite of anything you do. You know, there's parts of it that you absolutely love that's not ever going to change your mind of doing it, but there's those things that just aren't as fun. But yeah, I've almost got them everything weaved in. before I get off today, I'm going to show my stuff again so the people at the beginning that were on that I was grainy can see what I've been working on. And this top will probably be continued for later, either later this evening or sometime tomorrow. I don't know. I really need to be working on all of this down here. That's in those bags. I need to get all of that stuff priced and organized. Everything's organized, everything's put together. And then I have my chickens and some other little plushy type stuff there. So I need to get all of that stuff marked, or at least make notes on what I'm going to do as far as pricing goes, and put them on my little chalkboards that I got from Dollar Tree yesterday, because I got me some little easel stand type chalkboards. And I had some, but I needed more, so I went ahead and got a couple of those to kind of set out. That'll make it pretty simple for advertising, you know, and not have to put a tag on every single thing, you know, because I basically know, I'm gonna know. And I'll have my little cheat sheet there too for people that will be there helping me. So I think I'm gonna have helpers anyway. We'll see. I doubt that my husband's going to. He's probably going to be farming. I know he will be farming Thursday. Enlist some help somewhere. Because I do have to take my own tables, of course, and all that. Like I said, I'm indoors, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's just setting up my tables and setting up my stuff, and I can be there as early as what I want on Thursday. So I plan on going early. I want to try to have everything packed up as much as possible and ready to go, because honestly, I'm only going to be like 6 miles from home. So it's not going to matter if I forget something. If I need to, you know, run back over here and pick up anything, I can do that. But this is my first market in several years, because back in the day, I did these shows and markets and stuff. I did more jewelry. I did do some crochet, but my main focus was handmade jewelry. Which, one thing that I wanted to try to get done for this was to make crochet some earrings, but I haven't got it done yet. So that is going to be something for Christmas ones, I think, because that can be, you know, gift giving, you know, ideas really year round. So I've got some different inspiration pinned in my Pinterest. So, because yeah, you can find me on Pinterest. I don't have a whole lot on there, but I have a few things. I've not had time to really build on my Pinterest too much. I definitely pin a lot of inspiration though, and of other people, you know, from other people and stuff. So that's always fun. But we do have a Facebook page. I've not posted anything there for a little bit either, but I'm getting ready to post a few things to let people know to come and see me at the market. So, and then I do have an Etsy, which I haven't really been doing a whole lot with it either lately. I did more stuff back spring and summer, so there isn't a whole lot on there. It's more spring and summer stuff, really. So after this market, I need to go back and kind of assess what I want to do. I just tried it to give it a try. I didn't know if it was going to be for me or not. So we'll see. A lot of my listings, I think, will be I'm gonna have to go in and renew some and kind of weed out some others and wait and bring them back, you know, because they're going to be more seasonal stuff. So, okay, I've got all my ends wove in of my stack of white squares for the top. I'm gonna wait on these because I'm not sure on those. Those may be a little bit looser than what I want them to be. Here I was saying how I stitched so tightly, and now those I think were kind of loose. Too loose. So I'm going to try to lay these out a little bit. Oh, you're perfectly fine, Katrina. I totally understand that. I'm just starting to lay out my squares for my white granny square top. I don't think I'll get it started necessarily. Oh, get it started like putting it together necessarily right now, but we'll see. I did change my position in the room though because I wasn't coming through too great. So yes, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Because what I'm going off of, it's another one of those that I found inspiration that I don't have a pattern. And their granny squares, their squares were different. They weren't even a granny square. They were more like a floral, you know, whatever. Which I liked, but I just wanted something granny for what I was going for, so. But it's still basically the same concept. Okay, I got that one done. Because I think from what I'm remembering, they did 4 across. Oh, excuse me. I just threw myself out. Okay. Okay. So I think it's 2 and 2 on each side of the V. And you just V them out, if I'm remembering correctly. And of course it depends on what size you want. So okay, I got those done. So we'll get that put together later. I think what I am going to do since I have a little bit of time, I'll be right back. I'm going to warm up some coffee.
before you get off your, well, after you get off your live, but I'm gonna show you something you can do to look at the internet.
While I'm on there?
Yeah, while you're on the internet, but it's just something to do to like check the connection before.
Oh, okay.
After you're done with your live and everything.
Hello! I'm getting ready to grab some of my bags to start trying to tag and do all that kind of stuff. Tried to do a few of those while we're on here today. Luna's helping me out today, again. And I got my bags from Dollar Tree. They have seemed to work wonderfully. Now, are they the absolute best quality? Probably not. I mean, but there's some that are more like the fabric, and then there's some that are the plastic. And I have both. And they've both done great. I'm gonna go grab some of my crates so I can size and see how they're gonna work for my pacifier holders and keychain holders. Because I found these tags, the chalkboard tags, and then just some of these too, which I have some of these, but I just wanted to grab some more so I can actually write on my crates. And yes, they have like the grooves, but I kind of like that, where you can kind of make it look like it goes into the wood and then still write on them. So I'm all for that. So these are what I have for my pacifier clips. I just made a handful of them right now. Some of them I did. Oh, that goes in my keychains. I don't know how that got in there. I did make a few, I think I made 2 blue. Is that right? Yeah. So there's like green and blue. There's a Christmas one in here that I did. I think it turned out really cute. I did like the wooden clips. I really like those. I got those off of Shine. So, and they were pretty reasonable, and neutrals and stuff. So I was gonna see how they might sit in here. I don't know yet. I'll sit them draped, like, maybe. And I have to do 20 versions of something before I finally, my brain catches on to what will definitely work for me. I tried to do neutral. Like I said, here's a holiday one. Some pastels for, you know, for little girls, and then again, like I said, neutrals for little boys, or just if you have a neutral color palette type thing. But do something similar to that where people can see that it's the wooden, and then just put across here with one of the tags. And the tags that I plan on using, where did I put them? They were just right here. I'd lose my head. Here they are. And these are the tags that I planned on putting on. So I think what I'll do is try putting on one right now. and see how the placement will be. And they only had one sheet of these. And yes, there's different sizes on here, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. And oh yeah, they come back up pretty easy too. I wondered about that. So I want to get them centered as much as possible. That one's off just a tad. Need to move over a little bit. Okay, yeah, and these are thick enough that those little slots in there are not going to matter. I'm not going to have to cut them. I'm not going to have to do anything because it goes over it really nice. You can't feel the ridges, nothing. Perfect. So yeah, I think I'll kind of, for no more than what I have made up for market, just to see how they go, I'm just going to kind of drape them out. People can see that they have the, and I can even put, you know, kind of attach a pacifier to one of them, and they can see the wooden there. So I think that'll work good for the pacifiers. And then for my keychain wristlets, I have a few more of those than what I made. I made more of these than what I did the pacifier holders. And again, just gonna see how I made doubles of a lot, so I'll probably, some of this will be just be set to the side of the doubles. So I'd keep one green out, one blue out, one kind of taupey neutral, a light blue, a black. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I have 5 different colors, and then I do have the hooks to go with them, which they are silver, and what I have is oil red bronze, so I have chosen to leave them off and consider just, you know, adding with it something. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that yet. And then again, I was going to use another one of these to just kind of lay these in, because I'm not going to have a real big area. I think it is going to be like a 10 by 10, but I don't want to be so overstocked and overran that it looks too overwhelming. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. What I might do is fold them up. So then you can see the clip. And they're not so crowded and you can see them a little bit. Or the option of just laying them out for people to see, and because then I could just leave one of them lay out, have them kind of like this, have one laying out. I think that's what I'll do with that. go ahead and place my tag on here. And I used a longer tag on this one, so I have those boxed up. And then I have my chickens. I have my chicken mat or pot holder kind of, and I made, I think, 4 of each of some of them, not all of them, did I? But there's one, and I made 4 of those. And then I really like this one for fall. I think that turned out really pretty, and I made 4 of those. And then I have I just had enough to make 1 of those, which I thought turned out really pretty. And this yarn I got from Joann's, the main that I have here that I use for the body. I got it at Joann's discounted, and I really like it. It's like, it says that it's gray, but it takes on more of a brown to me. So that's more of a neutral than this kind of classic. I did 2 different beat colors on these and changed them up a little bit. I have 2 that are the red with the orange beaks. And then I changed it up a little bit on this one. Kind of did the reverse and stuff as a pairing on that. But some of these, I think I'm going to do them in 2 pairs. 2. And I did 2 of these. And 2 of these. I think that's really pretty too. Okay, I'm going to get these all switched around. Okay, that goes that way. That goes that way. Okay. So I need to get these all paired up and back in their bags. And I think what I'm going to do with them is I wanted to find those silver ring like tags from Dollar Tree again that I found a long time ago, and I didn't figure I would find them back, and I haven't. I wanted those to use as price tags, but then I thought, well, if I go to look them up, it's probably going to be way more pricey than what I want to pay. So I found these on Shine, and they're just the white, or not white, clearly not white, Jonna. Just like the cardstock neutral. And I'm going to use my number stamps that I found off of Shine too, and took these together. And I thought it came with twine, but maybe it doesn't, which is okay because I have plenty of twine. So I think what I'm going to do is secure these with some white twine that I have already over here. Here I was cold earlier and now I'm hot. Had to turn on the fan. So, this twine, Dollar Tree. I've had it forever and it's lasted me forever. So, and I don't see it a whole lot anymore. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Is take my ones. I'm just gonna pair them in twos, like this. And take my tag. I need to decide where I want to. I'll probably do it underneath their little waggles, whatever you call them. Thread it through. Like that. Just thread it through. And then tie it in a knot up here. Like an overhand knot. I don't want to make it outrageously long, but enough that I can tie it in an overhand knot. And I'm not going to price these yet. I'm not going to stamp them yet. I'm going to go through and package them first. Get all the pretty stuff done. But yeah, just have it kind of the rustic, just kind of tag hang off somehow like that. However I decide, I may cinch it up more or whatever, but that's the gist of it. So then there's that tag there. I think it turned out cute. So I'm just going to pair those up. Again, I'm using my shine tags. Get a stack of them out. And I'm probably going to run out, but I have cardstock. So I did get me some cardstock. Because I'm going to use the cardstock as bands for some things. Threading through. Okay, where'd my ink go? Okay, what happened? I got lost in my knot. gonna put it there. Okay, I think I might like that way better. Tangle a little bit more. Yeah, I think I like that way better. So yeah, just thread it through my tag. And thread it through the loop here. Let it come out that way. Shouldn't have taken it off my needle though, because I need to thread it through my chicken. I'm going to attach the two together in between their beak and their waggle there. And I think I like this way better. It looks better and I can kind of let it dangle a little bit and it lays better. See, like I said, I have to try 100 different ways sometimes before I... This time though, I think it was only 2 and we're good. Got that. Put these 2 together. Punch that out. No, it didn't come all the way out. There we go. Come on. Loop it through. Keep it on your needle and attach the pair. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I'm not pricing them right now because I'm gonna have to lay in. I could have went ahead and priced them all and laid the tags out to dry, but I'm really just wanting to get the tags on them right now, and then I can lay them out and really it doesn't take them long to dry at all with those stamps. And I may decide against the stamping because I do have these paint markers that I really like, that I got a set of them at at Hobby Lobby. They're originally $12.99 and I got them, I think they were on sale. I think it was a 50% off or 40% off maybe. I don't remember now, but I know I didn't pay full price for them. And they have like the paint pen to use, or you can use the fine tip, which I thought it'd be kind of fun to use the paint tip even too. So I'll decide which I want to do on that. as far as pricing, if I want to do it hand done on some. And there may be some that I do that, and then some I do, you know, stamping. Which I really do like the stamps. I think they look pretty good for coming from Shine. I mean, I've not used any of them yet. And I've got different colors too, and I have used some of them. If I can get it out. So, oh yeah. So they're nice. And the thing is, the stuff didn't cost me a whole lot. As everybody knows, I mean, and a lot of my stuff that I've gotten so far has been well made. I've gotten clothing and stuff, and there's only been like maybe one thing that I got, and it was a pajama set. PJ set that I got to wear on vacation back in March. It has been the only thing that I haven't been really pleased with. The material on it wasn't quite what I expected, and it was just, yeah, it was kind of, it was like a nylon-y, pretty cheap done. And I usually pay very close attention to the reviews. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I pay really good attention to the reviews. And this one, I don't know, maybe I just thought, well, I'd trust it. I don't know. But I ended up getting rid of that set because I knew I wouldn't wear it because I don't like that silky, nylon-y type of fabric. If it would have been like a jersey or something like that knit, then yeah, I would have kept it. But again, I think that's more of a preference thing, honestly, because it was well made. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the make of it, the stitching and everything. So it wasn't anything like that. Okay, this little guy he's the Lone Ranger. I need to get some more of that because I like that speckled neutral. And I'm afraid that might be what's going to happen, is that people might request, you know, it always seems like the one that you don't have as much of is what everybody wants, so. I'm probably going to have to wrap it up here shortly. And I don't know if I will be back later or not. Just depends on the schedule of our day and what's going on. So. I think I'm going to pair one lighter one with one darker one. Or maybe I should just leave it the way it is. Is that one already? Okay. Hello, feel free to let us know what you're working on. Right now I'm working on pricing my chicken pot holders for this weekend. Just putting the tags on, not putting the prices or anything on yet, but using some of my stuff that I got off of Shine. Working good so far. The twine I'm using is from Dollar Tree. I don't really see it anymore. It may still be out there in some places, but I've not been seeing it as much, but I really like it. It's a spool that, oh shoot. No, that's okay. I've had forever. It's one of these spools, so It works. I've used it for gift wrapping. I'm using it now for pricing. So yeah. Uh-oh. I have a thread hanging off. Excuse me. Okay, well, oh, right here. Hiding in my red chicken. Hello, everybody. Let us know what you're working on. I'm just trying to get things priced and done for my market this weekend. So feel free to let us know what you're working on. If you brought any whips with you, if you're just hanging out, channel surfing, we've had those too today, and everybody's welcome. Uh-oh. Got just a few more to pair up. I'm hoping that I have enough tags and whatnot, so we'll see. A cow snuggler? Oh, hey Lenora, how are you? I am doing great. I'm working on tagging my market stuff right now. I got on it almost an hour earlier than what I anticipated this morning, so you can go back and watch from earlier. I don't know how good you'll be able to see anything though, because I was pretty grainy and I had to end up moving from where I was sitting, and so now we've had luck on keeping up and looking decent, so we're not having as much trouble now that I moved. So, but yeah, I'm working on my chicken hot pads. I have all different ones, neutral ones. So yeah, trying to get those all tagged and making sure I have all my ends wove in and whatnot. I'm finding some stragglers. And the cow snuggler, oh my gosh, that's going to be adorable. I've seen those. I made my little grandbaby, I made her, well, she's going to be, oh my gosh, she's going to be 1 here come the end of November. And I made her a bunny, a floppy bunny. floppy-eared, bunny. So that cow is going to be adorable. Oh, and Lenora, I got my blanket done. I have it laid out here for everybody to see that. And I got my pumpkin stack because Princess had been asking me about that. So I got this done, and me and Katrina were talking, because I had asked in the description and stuff. I hadn't asked on the community page or anything, but in the description I was asking people if I should decorate it or leave it plain, and she was like, decorate it. And I was like, well, I was leaning towards that, but I was like, I'll just see what everybody thinks. So we'll see. I mean, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I had intentionally found some stuff at one of our thrift places, that was super cute, and I got it for like nothing. I couldn't pass it up for decorating anyway, even if I used it for any of this or not. For decorating in my house, even, because even like the berries, the pet berry things, from back in the day, gorgeous. Oh my goodness, this guy doesn't have a waggle. I just noticed no waggle. How dare I? Poor guy. Okay, he's getting tagged, but I'm gonna have to waggle him. Maybe. We'll see. I think he needs a waggle. I think that's what you call them, right? Waggles? Huh? Here, I live in the country, lived in the country all my life, and had chickens and everything, and I don't know. So, this goes to show you how much I know sometimes, So, he needs to be, well, I'm going to put him here because I'll remember. I'll see that he doesn't have one. Poor guy. Poor girl. Well, thank you very much, Lenora. And then I had time to actually work on some wearable stuff too that I showed earlier. Um, I'll go ahead and show you this one. It's the one I have on my mannequin right now anyway. But it is a bigger size. It's kind of the inspiration that I went with from a pattern that I found. It wasn't a pattern, sorry. It was just a viewable. And then it has like the adjustable ties on the sides. And it's just a series of like double and triple crochet and stuff. And it is like a plus size. I have it on my plus size mannequin right now. So and then I did one that was just a granny square, so it's a waddle. Okay, thank you. I knew I was probably saying it wrong, but thank you. Thank you for that correction, Lenora. I was somewhat on the right track, a little bit. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. But again, for people who are just coming on, I got my tags and stuff, these that I'm using right now. I got them off of Shine, Shein, whatever you want to call it. That place. And, because I do occasionally get stuff from there. I mean, because there's a lot of times I can't find things around me for certain things. I mean, we're just now, where I live, about 30 minutes north of me, they're building up like a sports complex and different things like that, and they're actually putting in a Michael's. So I'm actually getting a Michael's near me finally. So, because otherwise to go to a Michael's, I'd have to drive an hour, little over an hour, honestly. Thank you, Lenora. I thought it turned out good for not having a pattern and for me just going with it and making it my own. So yeah, I thought it turned out decent. Okay, go ahead and put these back in their bags. And so I can go through and price them shortly. Stamp them, write it out, whatever I decide to do. Put them back in their bags so they don't get dirty. Leave them out because I will need to price those. And I'm just putting these, like the clips and things like that, I'm just putting my pacifiers and my wristlets in these little, because I'm not making it, I did make up a ton of them because I don't know how they'll go. I do have doubles of the wristlets that I'm just going to keep in a baggie to have as extra. So I'll just put I'm just gonna price them like that with that. And then, oh, my cute little snowman coasters. I thought they turned out pretty cute. So I need to group them together with a tag. And let me see. I started doing Santa. I started doing my Santa, but I only got one done. So, I don't know that he'll be out this market. He probably will be out at Christmas time, so set him to the side. What else? My little teddy bear face claws. So I've got a package of these in in like blues for a boy. I have like, I think they're all 5 packs. I didn't make a whole lot of packs, but I put like 2 neutral, and then an all blue, a light blue, and then the variegated. So I'll need to put those together. I'm not even for sure if I'll put out my snowman this time. I'll probably wait. He'll probably go with Santa right now. I think I'm gonna wait on that. But I did find a pattern for the pumpkin pie slices. And it was a garland pattern even too. You could do the little pumpkin pie slices. So I will put those out, I think, for this one. And then I made some just neutral pastel because I found this. It was on clearance at Joann's. But I still thought, you know, I can put these out for just something, you know, for neutral, for something, you know, for later on when people, I think I am going to leave them together as a 4-pack, you know, for baby shower or whatever. So I need to group those together with a tag. And these I done in brown. I only have 3 in this one. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think I might have sold. Okay, I think I know why. Okay, but anyway, these may just have to sell in a 3. I did that neutral, did that in the brown, and then did that. So these may just have to go with 3 for right now, and unless I get another one made, because my other one is a 5-pack. My blue ones are a 5-pack. I think these other more neutral ones are a 5-pack. ask for it first. Are you ready? Okay. Well, I didn't know what time it was. I was waiting for you to tell me. And then this is a 5-pack of these. So we'll just, yeah, the variegated. That turned out really cute. So I'm just going to be packing these up in their little respective packs and get their little tags on like what I was doing with the chickens. So, but anyway, I am going to have to get off of here because my son needs to go live. It's his time to go live. So, you can go back and watch from earlier if you want to. It's kind of grainy, but hopefully you can see some stuff off and on it. And Lenora, I may be back on this afternoon. I'm not real sure, so we'll see. And what I'll be doing then is probably working on my granny square white top and still be doing some pricing maybe. It just depends on what I get done before we have to go to the dentist. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, and I hope to be seeing you later on. Thanks for stopping in. Love ya. Bye.